Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercrest, and welcome back to Let's Play Animaniacs for Super Nintendo. We beat the aquatic stage last time and got all the script pieces there. Now it's time to go to the fantasy stage and get the script pieces over there. And this is going to be a rather difficult one to get all the script pieces in. It's probably the hardest one to do it in, especially if you're trying to do it in one sitting. In this first section, you want to follow the white rabbit. Jump when it jumps. Change vertical planes when it changes vertical planes. You definitely don't want to run into any arches or doors while you're doing stuff, or trees or anything. Whenever you jump, the rabbit drops a coin, but I wouldn't rely on that because you're going to get yourself in trouble getting coins that way. Now here we got this little dog dragon. So here's what you want to do. You want to walk onto that arrow and line yourself up with that. That way, when you go to the right, you'll actually land on the dog dragon. Which is what I'm calling it because it looks like a combination of a dog and a dragon. You also want to avoid the buzzards too. They will get in your path. And you want to stay on basically the tail end of the body, so that way you can jump to the right and land on the head just in time when it comes out of the clouds, which you don't want to drop into, or else you're going to lose a life. There aren't any script pieces yet to pick up, so I wouldn't be too worried about that at the moment. Now at the end, the dog actually flies around in a loop. The little dog dragon thing actually does that. And you'll want to be ready for that when it happens. Other than that, that's pretty much the end of the level and you should be fine. Now for the third part, which is kind of hard to do. Kind of want to put yourself in the center here, as the castle... Well, first off, you don't want to do that. Anyway, as I was saying, you basically want to kind of put yourself in the center, so to speak, and then just walk to the right, just keep heading in that direction. Again, you want to avoid the buzzards, get quite on the edge when you reach the pitch, otherwise that happens. And you should be able to hang on a little bit. This whole level can be a headache, hence why I said that this can be the hardest one to get all the script pieces in. Because part of it is just getting to the final section, which is where all the script pieces are going to be. We should be there now and good. Once the falling apart of the castle gets faster, that's when you want to dash. Thankfully, there's nothing else to avoid other than pits, and you should be over here now, inside the castle at last. All that's left to do is to wait for the Warners to show up on the slot machine, and I should be able to get all the script pieces. Which is easier said than done, but we should be able to get them right about now. Yes, finally! There are 4 script pieces here, as well as some interesting new mechanisms in this area. First one is these platforms. Destroy these guys to make these 3 specifically. You don't have to use these 3 specifically, but if you want to get used to the flipping mechanism, how the thing flips around and moves, feel free to do so. The arrow shows where it's going to flip next, so keep that in mind. And shortly after that, you're going to have to deal with Ralph. So, you basically want to avoid him, then basically sidestep all the way to the background wall and jump on the cards. That we can reach them. There are 3 card soldiers over here. You want to destroy all these with a dash attack so you can open up the door that leads to the bonus area. Once again, you want to take the balloons, hold down B when you jump on them, and you should be able to get all of these coins. Which I kind of mess up at first, but that's alright. At least there isn't much of anything that can't be reached less than twice. Save for, say, the gold coins at the end. This is basically the same one that I saw in the aquatic stage, and it's definitely the same one in the sci-fi stage. All the bonus stages are all the same. Once again, you want to have 3 warners when you go up here, so that way you can short stack and jump all the way here, then jump to the right, get all these gold coins. That's the only thing you only have one chance at doing. And once you exit this part, you'll just go back to where you were. You won't miss much of anything. Wait for this anvil to crush one more time. I forgot to mention the anvils. You definitely do not want to be crushed by those, but that's kind of self-explanatory. Now there are 2 paths you want to take. There's the platform, then there's the row below. You want to take the platforms. It takes some doing, but you can get over there. And when you do, you want to run all the way to the right and get the first of 4 script pieces. Alright, we should be dealing with something else as soon as we go down here. And that's something... Well, it's not that part to the left, that was the lower part. But the thing we have to deal with now is Ralph again. Just stay to the wall. But when you reach these statues, you want to short stack onto them and then jump up the little card platforms. At the top is the second script piece of 4. Hoshi, leave me alone. There we go, he'll leave me alone. Now you want to jump all the way up here and get rid of all these guys. Thankfully, once you kind of know how to do it, you can get all the coins from them with ease. Do I still have 3 warners? Yes, I do. Good, I want to make sure of that. Now here's what you want to do. You want to sidestep up all the way towards the wall. From there, you want to go up to the edge and make a short stack. Because these card platforms, you can't jump from one to the one above. And I'm having a terrible time here. So here's what you really have to do. Sidestep up to the wall, put 1 foot over the edge, short stack, put 1 foot over the edge, and then jump. Since the whole depth perception thing kind of works in your favor here, you should be able to get the 3rd script piece with no problem. This may take a few tries and a lot of pressing start and then select. And once you basically make it to this falling anvil, you'll fight the Anvil King. You do not want this guy to run into you, otherwise that will happen. So here's what you want to do. Well, since we're dead, the first thing we want to do is get back to the right. Thankfully, we don't continue that far off from where the battle was. Want to start a little to the left this time. As I said before, you basically want to have the king under the anvil as he's chasing after you, so that way he gets squashed. Then he'll have to take some time unsquishing himself. You still want to run away from him though, because you never know when he'll be right on top of you as soon as he's squashed and he gets himself unsquashed. And if you're actually quick enough, you could actually do the 3 crushes in very quick succession, one after the other. But here, I'm not really doing very well. Did it perfectly in the practice run, but well, he's gone now. We can exit the level now, but you want to go to the right for the 4th and last script piece. Yes, another one right there at the end that's very easy to miss. Now we can exit the stage and get it completed once and for all. I don't have to go back here, which is good because I do not feel like doing another take of this. This stage is really hard in terms of just getting everything. And we're done with this one. The 4th and final regular stage is the adventure stage. And after that, we just have the editing room to deal with. So we're getting pretty close to the end of the game now. But that will have to wait until the next video. So until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!